Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 8 U.S. Battleship North Carolina. She has 9 main guns on 3 turrets, 20 secondary guns, 120 AA guns, and has a top speed of 28 knots. We spawned in on hotspot on the northwest side, and the team's objective is to attack and destroy the southwest side. I skipped a couple minutes because it was just me sailing to this point in time. So, we see an enemy New Mexico. Poor guy probably doesn't have the speed to get out of the area. We land a shot that does 3k damage, and we set him on fire. It looks like he was using damage control, so he was immune to the fire. But he's basically at 50% health. And there's 16 minutes left in the game. So we're looking pretty good here. And I don't hit any of those. They straddle. Durr! I always hate it when they straddle. I see that there's enemy destroyers, though, that I can take out. And I see that the Sims wasn't moving. Maybe he was killing something. I don't know. I fire on his last known position, trying to kill him, and I miss poorly. But I have 2 escort carriers, and one of them is giving me a kiss. Sorry, buddy. I decide to adjust my heading to help him. He was probably aiming too. No harm, no foul. He only did... well, he only did a little bit of damage. Nothing. Doesn't matter. We're cool. We're best buds. Just looking back. And as I was hitting that guy, I noticed that the enemy destroyer appeared to be coming my way. So, I am hesitant of moving around this island. I feel like the enemy destroyer is very interested in killing me. I'm a battleship. I'm like a loot pinata for those destroyers. They come all over just to kill me. But that's okay. I can take it. So, ooh, both of them want to kill me. And this Farragut, he's broadside. So my initial assumption is that he wanted to use torpedoes. So I'm turning my ship. I'm getting distance. For some reason, my secondary officer is like, let me fire guns into islands. I really like to do that. But my back turret is able to do damage to that Sims. We're able to take out some modules. And he probably is not happy at all. But you know what? I don't care for your happiness. You see those little splashes at the back end? He just dropped his torpedoes. My secondaries are going off. Just look at the accuracy. We do something. Probably took out his steering or engine, I don't know. I wish it would tell you when you do shots and what they've damaged. You hear that AP bounce? There's a Cleveland cruiser that's firing on us. I wouldn't recommend using AP against a enemy battleship if you are a enemy cruiser. Friendlies take out that enemy destroyer. So we only have one annoying gnat to deal with. He's still firing. And because of the way I'm oriented, it's a very difficult penetration shot. Not only does he have a low caliber, I believe the Cleveland has 152 millimeter. He's also firing on a target that is angled. So you really should use HE in those situations. And I saw that little pest, that little destroyer, he fired from the smoke, and where has he gone? Sometimes I can pick up on them, firing, and I fire at their last known position. Oh. You know what? I think he ran aground against that island. He showed up for a split second. Oh, there he is. Yes, he's right up against that island, and I think he's running away from the friendly cruiser that's flanking him. So I fire, of course, you know, trying to get the pest out of his hiding. I do a lot of damage, and the friendly finishes him off. No more destroyers. We're a happy battleship. We get to do what we want to do, which is kill the enemy at long range. Game's very close, of course. 5v5. For a little bit at the beginning, it looked like some of our team rushed in and they basically killed themselves. An important part of this map is knowing your limits and minimizing the amount of enemies that can fire on you, which is an important trait on every map, using islands and distance to your advantage. So it looks like there's 3 enemy ships somewhere in the center. We have no idea where the enemy carrier is. And I have no idea where the enemy destroyer is. I see that this Cleveland is firing on a friendly, and I want to help. I want to destroy this enemy Cleveland. And just as my guns reload, the island is in the way. Thank you, island. I considered a shot. No, I'm not going after the North Carolina. That's a long shot. I see this destroyer. At least I know where he is. But it's not really a good shot with both AP and a destroyer at, you know, medium to long range. It's a hard shot. So I'm just going to wait for that enemy Cleveland. And he shows up. And I'm ready to go. We fire. Yeah, we probably could have fired better. Just look at this awful aim. And he almost saves my aim. Look at him. Oh, he almost maneuvered into plunging AP fire. I almost killed him with a terrible shot. But we're okay. We're like, Cleveland, you're okay. But this North Carolina, you're broadside, and you're juicy. And we're going to take advantage of your juiciness. So we fire our front 2 guns, and we aim for right under the turret. And that's exactly where we land if we take that North Carolina out. 2 penetrating Citadel shots. Friendly's like, nice. Yeah. Oh, it was nice. It feels so awesome to take out other battleships like that. Now it's 3v4. I try and fire to get this Cleveland before he goes behind the island. It was probably a little shallow. Probably should have led just a little bit more. Sure enough, only 1 round lands. We still don't know where the carrier is. He's somewhere where we're not. The enemy destroyer just killed the friendly over there. And there's an enemy Cleveland also in that area, so there's a lot of concentration of enemies over there, but me and my friendly cruiser are in the same vicinity. We can help each other. So I'm pretty confident with my health pool also that I can push the tempo. I can put pressure on the enemy, force them to have to deal with me and my battleship. And I believe the enemy destroyer and the enemy cruiser are coming out from the other side of the island. Maybe the enemy destroyer is actually visible. And look at that scout plane. He's flying over this guy just as he puts all his torpedoes in the water. Just the best scout ever. The ace of my game, because I potentially would have sailed into the torpedoes and died. And they could have possibly picked one of them off and it probably would have taken us down, but instead I land my shots. I, along with the cruiser, make this guy maneuver And I'm able to reload, and I'm able to fire on this guy right as he starts moving. And see you later, destroyer. And the friendly cruiser finishes off the enemy cruiser, and just like that, there's only one enemy left. And we spot that Lexington. I just recently purchased the target acquisition range increase. I don't know who spotted him. I think I'm the one who spotted him, or the friendly cruiser. Either way, we get to see this Lexington, and I'm trying to aim my shot so I landed on him, but I don't want to aim it where it goes into the mountain, or the island, whatever. And we fire, and we miss. That's unfortunate, but he's having to recall all of his squadrons, so he's not a threat at all. So I'm just going to sail and try and get in range and fire on him. I'm using AP. AP with Citadel penetrations against a carrier. Oh, it's juicy. So juicy. Friendlies are capturing. So this game's looking pretty good. We got 2 kills for the last 3 enemy ships. We have a chance at a 3rd kill. Oh yeah. We're almost in range to fire on this. I noticed that this enemy torpedo bomber is getting very close. So obviously I select him for a focus, and I begin to maneuver, because I just feel like he's dropping them, and of course he drops them. And we're able to dodge all of them by just adjusting our heading slightly. I fire on his heading, and unfortunately he adjusted his too. But he's burning. He can't recall or send out aircraft. And I'm able to aim my next shot. And this is a good ranging shot. And I should be able to land a lot of these rounds. All 3 land. 7.7k. No Citadel penetration, but that's still really good damage. And I fire on the same spot. And we get a huge Citadel penetration. 21,000 damage. And this guy's trying to get in. He's trying to hide from me. No, you're not getting away today. I fire. I'm hoping I have enough arc. Come on, he disappears. Oh yes. We get that guy before he's able to hide from us. And that's how that game ended. We got 3 of the last 4 enemy kills. And we were able to win the game with, 50-50 chance. Equal numbers. So, I hope you enjoyed this North Carolina game. I love that ending. I'll catch you guys next time.